In this sequence, we're going to show you our basic puppy introduction to place bed work or raised bed work, right? And so the principles here are very similar to the principles for teaching our foot targets. We're going to lure the puppies up onto the place beds and get them comfortable on it. The difference here when we're working on place bed work is we don't use any of our markers. I want the puppy to get on the bed and be comfortable on the bed, but I don't want the puppy to think that it has to sit still. So on the bed, the difference is the puppy can move around. Unlike on the foot target where I want the puppy to basically stay still, here we want the puppy to be able to move around on the bed without stepping off. And so once Annalise gets the puppy comfortable going on and off the bed, she lures the puppy on, lures the puppy off. Then she'll start to circle around when the puppy's on the bed and feed the puppy as it moves around. If it steps off, she'll just lure it back on until it gets comfortable up there. The change in surface can make some puppies a little uncomfortable, right? So it's up, it moves, it wiggles, and some puppies that are a little more environmentally sensitive struggle a little bit with this. And it's a good environmental conditioning drill as well as preparation for our future place bed work. And if we introduce this in a sort of positive way, or a reward-based way to our puppies when they're young, then it makes a duration-based place bed work and sending our dogs to place beds for longer periods of time a lot easier as they get older. And Sarah, at this point, we're not saying no or anything. If the puppy hops off, she just gets the puppy back on, and the puppy only gets fed while it's on the bed. And then if she releases the puppy off, she'll release it not to a reward. She uses our non-reward marker. She releases the puppy off, doesn't give it a reward, and then lures it back on. So all the rewards come while the puppy is on the place bed. That way, the puppy wants to stay on the place bed. Every time it gets off, it gets nothing. Every time it gets back on, it gets multiple rewards. And she still releases it off with an okay or a break or some non-reward-based release. By moving around, you can see she shows the puppies kind of where the edge of the bed is on each side. And the puppy's allowed to move. It doesn't have to stay in a sit. It doesn't have to stay in a down. It can move around. It just can't get off. And we help by showing the puppy where the perimeter of the bed is. Super.